Limang kwento, 10 lessons when it comes to low-carb nutrition that will change your life. Una and first story natin is about a young female, sexy, slender, energetic, in her 20s na mahilig kumain ng gulay at hindi masyadong mahilig sa mga karne. Panay gulay at isda yung kanyang gusto, pero yung parati niyang kinakain would be unlimited rice and also pandesal many times in a day. And still, hindi siya tumataba. Nakakainggit, di ba? Pero bago kayo mainggit, look what happens every time she got her period. Every month, yung kanyang dysmenorrhea or headache, sakit ng ulo ay sobra-sobra na hindi na siya nakakapagtrabaho at kailangan niyang umabsent. So we have 3 lessons sa story na ito. Lesson number 1, ang pagkain ng gulay. Kahit gaano pa karaming gulay at kahit pa iniiwasan ng karne, especially red meat, is no longer considered as healthy diet. Especially kung ang kasabay nito ay ang pagkain ng mga pagkain tinatawag nating high carb or mataas sa carbohydrates, equivalent to mataas sa starch, equivalent to mataas sa glucose load at mataas sa glycemic index na nakakapagpataas ng insulin sa katawan tulad ng kanin at pandesal. So, it doesn't mean na kapag panay kain nyo ng gulay ay healthy na kayo agad. Yung isang consideration dito ay kung ano yung sinasabay nyo sa pagkain ito. Lesson number 2, hindi porket payat ay healthy na. The absence of illness and the capacity for you to do whatever you need to do, yun ang nagko-comprise ng good health. Lesson number 3, huwag i-underestimate yung epekto ng inflammation or pamamaga sa katawan. It can happen silently and it's just a matter of time for it to manifest at iba-iba yung manifestation nito. Any form of illness usually starts with inflammation. Kaya dapat prevention yung ating priority. Story number 2 is about one senior citizen on low carb for years. So generally, very healthy, very energetic, walang sakit, and walang maintenance medications. However, all of a sudden, bigla siyang nagkaroon ng simptomas ng headache, pananakit ng ulo, pananakit ng batok, chest pain, at halos hindi niya magalaw yung kanyang dila. And upon investigation, tinanong kung anong parati niyang kinakain, sabi niya, all on the safe list daw. Pero, totoo ba ito? And when we ask further, dun niya naalala, meron parang nagbigay sa kanya ng chocolate mixed drink. And for weeks, eto yung kanyang iniinom araw-araw on top of safe list. At bago nga nangyari yung mga nararamdaman niya yon, naalala niya na she was able to take 4 sachets of those. At nung tinignan namin kung gaano kataas yung net carbohydrates nito, ay eto pala ay merong 32 grams of carbohydrates or net carbohydrates. That is already equivalent to 8 teaspoons of white sugar. So, imagine 8 teaspoons of white sugar yung iniinom niya, inakain niya araw-araw. And that time na 4 yung kanyang ininom, it's already equivalent to 24 teaspoons, 24 na kutsarita ng white sugar. So, the inflammation that built up over time, over those weeks, ay hinikita natin na sobra-sobra yung epekto sa kanyang katawan. So, yung lesson number 4 natin ay huwag i-underestimate ang mga kakaunting sugar na nasa drinks, especially high-carb drinks, sa mga snacks o sa mga maliliit na candy, especially if you are consuming them regularly, kasi ito ay pwedeng mag-accumulate pa din. Lesson number 5 ay hindi ibig sabihin na kung okay ka ngayon, ay okay ka na forever, especially if you are not sticking to safe list kind of low-carb eating. Story number 3 is about a young couple na previously ay healthy naman pero overweight. And then, when they started low carb, kahit pa mommy and daddy na sila, ay naging sobrang sexy and macho silang dalawa. However, maraming pumuna sa kanilang weight loss journey. Yung ibang kaibigan at pamilya nila nagsabi na baka sobrang daw ang kanilang pagpayat. And because of their kids and also living in a household na hindi lahat naka-low carb, unti-unti silang bumalik sa pagkain na normal. umiinom ng mga diet soda, and then pakonti-konting kumain ng kanin, and on special occasions, bumibili ng mga high-carb na cakes, and that thing eventually escalated until it reached a point na hindi na talaga sila naka-low carb. And now, anong nangyari? Not only bumalik yung kanilang weight na nawala, but the worst thing is, eto ay meron ng kasabay na mga sakit. Anxiety, blurring of vision, pagkaroon ng mood swings, at marami pang iba. Of course, aches and pains, yun na ngayon na yung kanilang na-experience. So ano yung lesson natin sa story na ito? Lesson number 6, the benefits of low carb will only stay if you also stay under low carb. And our lesson number 7 would be, low carb is not just about weight loss but health gain. At yung equivalent nito, high carb ay hindi lang po weight gain but also loss of health. So kailangan alalahanin natin yan before we go back at magpadala sa high carb way of eating na naman ulit. Story number 4 is about a book I've read entitled When Breath Becomes Air. So yung story na ito is written by one brilliant neurosurgeon at the peak of his career, only in his 30s. So very promising yung kanyang future, only to find out na meron pala siyang terminal cancer in the lung. Generally, yung story na ito is very inspiring about passion and also about purpose. But in passing, na-mention ng author kung ano yung kanyang usual na kinakain, yung kanyang usual lunch sa ospital. And being a doctor, you'd be surprised kung ano yung usual niyang kinakain, and that would be diet soda and ice cream sandwich. Halos everyday, yun yung kanyang kinakain. And in the story, nakita na yung kanyang kind of tumor is quite rare. Pero buti na lang, being in America at merong all the facilities medically na available, ito ay responding to medication. So merong gamot na tumunaw ng kanyang tumor. And everything went well. Okay na sana. However, this doctor went back to his routine. Sobrang stress, kulang ng tulog, and the usual diet na hindi talaga healthy, composing of diet soda and ice cream sandwich day in, day out. And only after a couple of months, yung tumor nakita na bumalik. And this time, it is already more aggressive, totally different variant. And the sad news is, hindi na ito nagre-respond sa gamot na previously na binigay sa kanya. So it was very unfortunate na in few months time, this doctor already succumbed to death. So ano yung lesson number 8 natin dito is, yung knowledge in science does not equate knowledge in nutrition. And lesson number 9 would be, knowledge in medicine does not equate knowledge about prevention. And now we are down to our 5th story, and don't worry, this story has a happy ending. So yung 5th story natin is about a young male na nagsasuffer ng chronic eczema for 10 years na. So chronic eczema is like an allergy sa balat. And his condition is so severe na ganito na yung kanyang itsura. So this one is lifted in one of the international na low-carb groups na kung saan ako kasali, World Carnivore Tribe. So this person underwent the standard medical treatment at na-maximize niya lahat ng possible na mga gamot and medications for chronic eczema, including steroids. Not only that, binago din niya yung kanyang diet. Halos lahat ng diet ay na-try na niya, including the very strict plant-based diet. However, in his experience, hindi pa rin ito gumaling. In fact, dumating sa point na siya ay halos naging butot balat na lamang, and the worst part would be naapektuhan niya yung kanyang psychological aspect. Halos nawala na siya ng pag-asa. Dumating na siya sa panahon na halos siya ay mag-give up na sa buhay. Good thing, hindi siya tumigil ng kakahanap ng solusyon at nagtagpuan niya nga ang carnivore way of eating, isa sa mga variant ng low-carb nutrition. And now, 6 months pa lang into this diet, nakita niya yung healing na hindi niya na-experience for the last 10 years. At eto na siya ngayon. So, from this to this. So, you can see the difference. And also, nagkaroon na rin siya ng muscles, hindi na siya ganon kabutot balat, and a lot of improvement sa kanyang skin, and most importantly, in his self-confidence. So yan, yung story niya in World Carnivore Tribe. So the last but not the least, lesson number 10 natin for this episode would be, hindi pala lahat ng sakit na akala natin ay lifelong na, life sentence na, yung akala natin incurable, yung akala nating irreversible, ay most likely ay kaya palang ma-reverse given the right nutrition. And low carb nutrition is usually one of the best nutrition that you can try, especially if hindi nyo pa ito nasubukan. And carnivore, especially ruminant carnivore, is one of those. So hindi lang autoimmune disease, eczema, diabetes, hypertension, at marami pang iba ang pwedeng masolba ng proper nutrition. So that's the end of our 5 stories, 10 lessons for today when it comes to low carb nutrition, and I hope it will help you in your own healthful journey. And of course, for more structured learning, in case gusto nyong matuto kung paano gumaling, hindi lang sa diabetes, sa eczema, sa PCOS, sa hypertension, at marami pang iba, you can log on to www.lcfmasterclass.org. And for more free learnings naman, you can always subscribe to my channel in my YouTube channel. This is Dr. Josephine Grace Rohotan, also the same name in my Facebook. Follow my alternative Facebook page, Diet Doctora. And of course, if you want to meet me together with other low-carb advocates and enthusiasts and witness thousands more of testimonials, sumali po kayo sa National Low Carb Day happening on October 1, 2023 on the Philinvest tent in Alabang, Muntinlupa City, and yung early bird registration natin is only until July 31, so make sure makaka-register kayo because the face-to-face attendance is just limited. For more information, log on to www.nationallowcarbday.com for more. Maraming salamat po. Always remember to stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Bye! National Low Carb Day 2023 is co-presented by Burp Low Carb Deli. We thank our platinum sponsors: Perfect Match Low Carb Selections, Lorene Goodness from Coconuts, Just Go Low Carb. We are grateful to our gold sponsors: Keto Mojo, Health Max Care, Shapes Keto Cakes, Gabry's, Natural Sweetener, and Keto Zone. Thank you and see you on October 1.